Spanning over 118 miles long, Long Island contains a population of almost 8 million. And hypothetically speaking, if considered a state, Long Island would rank 12th most populated area in North America. And with such a dense concentration of citizens, Long Island is rich in history, culture, and everyday events. But how do you convey all of this to such a populated area? That was the question faced and answered by creator and producer Waldo Cabrera, who started up My Long Island TV. My Long Island TV wouldn't be Waldo's first achievement. Shortly after graduating from Syracuse University, Cabrera received a job at 4Kids Entertainment and would head his team as they introduced Pokemon into the United States on Fox's Saturday morning lineup.
In 1995, there was an episode of Pokemon where I think five kids got epileptic seizures due to transitional sequence where there were just flashes, and those flashes happened to be at a specific pulse that triggered epileptic seizures in 5 kids. So the news was that 5 kids died watching Pokemon. So when Pokemon wanted to come to the United States and be a TV show in the United States, none of the networks they wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So since we were doing syndication and we had a syndication department and we had everything, they came to us and they said, well, we can't get into any of the networks. Can you get us into syndicated TV? We said, no problem, that's what we do. We got time slots across the United States, but it was like 5:30 in the morning. The station started to notice was that at 5:30 in the morning or 6 in the morning, there was a ratings bump. And it was consistent everywhere. These kids were getting up at 6:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, whatever obscure time we were able to get, and they were watching Pokemon.
Promoted to vice president of 4Kids Entertainment, it would seem Waldo had the perfect job. However, Cabrera had just become a father, and the job's long work days were costing him time with his son.
You're getting up at 6 in the morning, coming back on a 9:30 at night train, 10:30 at night train, getting home at 11:30, sometimes midnight, to get back on the train at 6 o'clock and do it all over again. I would leave the house and my son is asleep. I would come home and he's asleep. And I'm like, what's it all for? And I left, no plan whatsoever, just left.
And it wouldn't be long before Cabrera would stumble upon an idea to inject Long Island with a news program that covered everything the island was about.
Long Islanders live in Long Island. They don't live in New York, they live in Long Island. So to get news that you're talking about the Lincoln Tunnel, to hear stuff from New Jersey, Long Islanders don't care. After looking around and realizing, you know what, there's a void here. And when there's a void, that means there's an opportunity. I set out to do local news, focusing on islip. Use the word hyper-local. This was hyper-local. We were going to places where, a camera hadn't been there at all, ever. The rest we just kept expanding. So in January 2008, we started My Long Island TV. We won a Best on Long Island award for internet news and politics. And then we won a journalism award from the Fair Media Council. And in there was CNN, ABC, CBS. But one thing that I always believe in, always a marketer, if you don't toot your own horn, nobody else will. So every week, in order to make sure that people came in to the website, I would send out an email blast. I would just shoot it out every week religiously. And in that were some people from Verizon. And at the time, Verizon had just picked a fight with Cablevision.
Already on a stable track with My Long Island TV, Cabrera saw opportunity to aid FiOS as well as reach a larger audience.
Long Islanders live in Long Island. So, and when you decide to compete against News 12, I want to be that guy. I got a call and they said, "You ready to go?" And I go, "To what?" They go, "Hey, yeah, just come on to our office. Let's talk about, although what you've been doing on the web, we want you to do it for Verizon FiOS 1. And I was like, really? I'm going out there and we're challenging the status quo. We are changing the way that Long Islanders get their news. It's all about competition. It doesn't matter, FiOS may be better, Cablevision may be better, who knows? If you listen to each of them, they're both right. But the key is, Cablevision is now providing better customer service, they're giving better pricing, and just about everyone on Long Island can choose to leave at any time they want. And that is changing the way that we watch television and changing Long Island culture.
From trying hard in his high school to working with Fox Kids and finally becoming an entrepreneur and starting up his own business, if there's one thing I've learned from Waldo Cabrera, it's that the only way to make it far in life is to give everything that you've got. For 5 Towns News, I'm reporter Josh Ween signing out.